Hey guys, this is Galactic Marine 501 slash jexamwolfexia. Actually, I'm just about to go to bed, but I decided that I'd do this video beforehand, because I'm not going to have much time tomorrow. Yeah. This is the ZG, I want to say the number just because it's awesome. ZGMF X425 Destiny. I like that. I like that designation, I guess. Actually, this is the ZGMF X425A. This is the original Destiny gun. This is what it originally looked like. My friend and I were talking, and he had heard from a rather reliable Gundam source that the Destiny was originally just this. It was supposed to be sort of like the Strike or the Dagger, that the whole backpack didn't exist yet, and that this was made to be sort of like a mass-produced suit. Actually, originally the Destiny, before they decided to modify it further and give it to Shin, was originally supposed to be ported out to the Minerva earlier and given to Lunamaria as an upgrade for her Zaku. Either Lunamaria or Rei. I don't remember. But then they decided to give it the whole Dragoon system, and that's why there's sort of this conundrum where it has this physical shield. This was actually because in the original design it couldn't produce a beam shield. I actually like the physical shield better. I don't know why. Because it does have that similarity to the Impulse where it can open up for more shield or close if you don't need all that shield. It also has the beam rifle, which has the movable handle on the bottom here. It's got the movable second handle, the movable scope, which flops back and forth. And I have to say that this guy is the Mark II of Gundam Seed Destiny. And then you can pull these out, and these are actually the beam sabers. They have two modes. Mode 1 is beam boomerang mode, which they look nice. It comes with two beam boomerangs. I know you probably can't see them. Two beam boomerangs. Nice, very nice. But, oh yeah, and by the way, the normal one did not come with two, it only came with one. It also comes with Beam Saber mode, which these were originally its melee combat weapons. It's only melee combat weapons. Now it does also come with two Beam Sabers, which is great, so it can have both of them in either format. In fact, I'm probably going to get the Master Grade Destiny Gundam at some point. Definitely not going to get the Master Grade Strike Freedom. I'm probably not even going to get the 1 to 100th no grade Strike Freedom. I may actually, I don't know. I'm more into Zaft's mobile suit designs. I like theirs better. But yeah, now I would, and if I don't plan on getting the Destiny, I'm going to get another one of this one because I want to do the Destiny prototype, which was, I believe, I'm not totally sure on the color scheme, but that was it. This was the Destiny prototype. No backpack. But I would, if I was really insane, I would get two more of this guy. What I would do is I would do the prototype, then I would do the Destiny, the upgraded one that has two swords and two cannons, which would be as simple as modifying the peg slightly so that you could peg a second set onto it. But yeah, that way. Oh, sorry. That would be pretty cool. But now, in retrospective, this, even though I do like the thin appearance of this guy, he would be nothing without his backpack. And even I have to say that I like him a lot better with all of his weapons, especially the whole wing. He can do the wings. He can open up his wings. He doesn't have the wings of light. However, I could make some if I really wanted to. All you need to do this is like go to a craft store. You can find pink plastic. You can make some wings of light for this guy. You can make them as massive as you want, or as space saving as you want, and they look pretty good from both sides. Now I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see him a little better in his complete mode. He's got thrusters in there in gray. Very nice. The only part I painted on this guy were the Joker tears, and that's because I feel he needs to have those Joker tears painted because I like the Joker tear motif a lot, and I think that it was completely necessary for them to do that. Now, aside from the normal shield, which is the shield that I will have it using if I have it in a shielding pose, it also has a beam shield, so I'm going to take the normal shield off. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change the hands. I'm going to change the hand on this side to show you this beam shield a little better. He's got the holding hands, which they're nice, but he also has open hands, a set of 2 open hands. Now that is for double purpose. Now, first off, open hands are always good. Second off, he has the cannons, which did play a big part. So what you do for the shield, for the beam shield, is you just try to get your nail underneath one of these yellow jewels here, and crap. There, got it. There. Then you just pull that out, get the beam shield part, plug it in, and actually I think I just remembered something. I think the Strike Freedom is actually ZGMF02A. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of mimetic similarity between the two. Now, I do find the beam shield is quite loose, but you can get it to work. Now, if any of you have played Xenosaga, this will remind you of Telos. The arm guards remind me a lot of Telos from Xenosaga. If you look, see how the arm guard sort of connects in there? That reminds me of that Knuckle Buster, where she has that part on her arm and she can like do sort of this and then grab that part and it forms a beam out here. That's what it reminds me of, and he can almost do that with this thing. So if I had the money, I would get even another Destiny. It would be kind of funny to do it up in Tellus's armor colors, and maybe do a Freedom in Cosmos's armor colors, or Cosmos's armor colors, whichever one you want to go with. Yeah. On a slightly related note, giant girl dancing on top of giant robot. Only a few of you will get that reference, and if you do, you are truly awesome. But yeah, I do like how this Destiny can fold down its wings significantly into like the stored mode, which I like a lot, and I may actually have it displayed like this, but because I have the other one with the wings of light. Now I'm going to do the weapons separately because they're hard to do, and yeah, so I'm going to put him back there. I'm going to bring his cannon into the foreground. Now this cannon actually does lock together nicely when you get it. There's a sweet spot. There. Perfect. Perfectly locked together. No, I didn't hit it. There's a sweet spot you have to get. There. There, I got it. It's almost like perfectly flush. But then you can fold it down and you get the long cannon. And just to give you a perspective on the size, let's put it next to him. It is taller than he is. And in order to have him hold it, you can pull this handle out and turn it. And that's how he holds it. But then you can fold it against the arm, the cannon itself, and fold it back over on itself. Now for what I find the superior weapon. I always liked swords better in big robots. But yeah, you have the anti-ship sword. Now I have to admit, if on this one I'm going to keep the backpack on. Despite liking the whole non-armored motif. And I don't know how reliable this information that I got about the special adjustments to Shin's style being the backpack, but yeah, that's what I've heard from a few people. So yeah, there we go. That's nice. I like that. And the other reason I would do a custom like without the backpack is because I would be buying one of these for that. If I got one of these for that double weapon idea, then I would have an extra Destiny with no weapons. So just fill in this back, maybe give it an alternate backpack. Hey, maybe if I adapt it right, we could see something like this. I could maybe adapt it at some point and do something like this with a Zaku pack on it. That would be cool. Because it does have the right, I guess, exterior proportions. You know what I should do? I should get a Heine custom and totally demolish it. Review it, but then totally demolish it and just use the back, because I really don't like Heine. But anyway, yeah. I have to say, this looks good, with the backpack looks good, and I may actually buy 2 more of these to do that whole double weapon set, and then one that has just the thing. I've actually heard the double weapons set, they may double. The wings did not double up, but... Or maybe they did. I'll have to check. I know there's actually a mode that had 2 of each weapon. I don't know what it was called, but I'm pretty sure it's in some comic or something where they have that. But yeah, I gotta say, even without the backpack, he's still pretty armed to the teeth. He's still got the physical shield, because he couldn't generate the beam shield at that point. The cannons in the hands, the beam rifle, the beam sabers slash beam boomerangs, and for thrust, he's got the leg thrusters, which sadly do not fold all the way in, but they do fold out a bit more, or down. But I do like this guy. And I would love to get him up on some stand somewhere and have him in sort of a pose like you expect the Strike Freedom to be pulling, sort of a heroic pose. Actually, I have to say, no, you know what? Let's not give him just a beam rifle. Let's give him something better. Okay, you know, final verdict. I'll go into that while I'm doing this. Great kit to pick up if you like the Destiny. If you like the Destiny, it really depends on what you like. If you like the weapons and not the wings, and don't care much for the Wings of Light, go for this scale. If you like the design itself and don't care much for the Wings of Light, go for this scale, definitely. But if you like the Wings of Light, the 1-to-144th has them, so I'd go for that. If you're determined on getting the Wings of Light in this scale, you're going to need to get the Full Burst Destiny. I actually like this this. So if